So I didn't really plan on doing an update video right now, but I was looking at my body, just full body, and I started noticing that I have two different undertones going on right now. It's kind of weird. You can't really see it on camera, but you know, in real life, I can see where my natural red undertone is showing, but then there's like areas where there's like the yellow. So for instance, the I guess you could say where like my belly button is right here, this is like more of the reddish brown skin tone, and then like right here and right here is like a yellowish brown undertone. The same thing with my legs. You can see different areas of reddish undertone to yellow. My arms, more on like the outside of the arm, you can see some of the reddish, even though, you know, this camera, I don't feel like it's picking up everything. Usually when I take photos, you guys can see a lot easier, but it's more of the reddish where the inside is more of a yellowish undertone. It is like the weirdest thing. And then my chest, this area doesn't really get sun, so it's always a lighter color. It's like all over my body. Another thing and why I decided to make the video is because I'm starting to see more color change on my legs. I think a couple of weeks ago I was telling you guys, like, I showed you the picture of my arm where I could see some of the new skin coming through, but I said that, you know, my thighs hadn't started changing, my feet had lightened, my hands, you know, they're significantly lighter than like my thigh, but all of that started happening. See, like against my thigh you can like tell the difference, but I hadn't really noticed the change here. And I talked about how the stomach, and I feel like the upper leg and even like the upper arm is like, it takes longer to actually lighten. And so all of a sudden today I started to see a little bit of the patches like I do have like on my arm. It's something where you yourself will be able to notice it, like no one else is going to notice it in your daily life, but it's just a really good sign. I think I'm now almost 9 months on glutathione. What has me so shocked and so excited is that for the past like 3 months I've been taking a very low dose of glutathione. Like, I haven't even been hitting 4,000 milligrams most days. Like some days I'll fluctuate from 2,000 to 3,000. So these are really low doses of glutathione. The only thing that's changed is that I switched from the acetyl. Well, I only switched from the acetyl because I wasn't gonna up my dose. Like I needed to up my dose. It was getting too expensive to take as much as I wanted, and it's only like a bottle of 60 pills. So I went back to rectal syringe, and the game changer I think with the rectal syringe is that I figured out how to leave it in overnight, where before my first year on glutathione, while I love my results that I got like around month 11 back from 2019 and almost to 2020, like I stopped taking glutathione for the majority of the year, like an idiot. I definitely regretted it because of my energy levels, like all of the things that it was doing for my body naturally, like allowing me to be more energetic, helping with gastrointestinal stuff. Like it just really does a lot. You don't even notice it. So all of that like went out the window. And so that's why I was like, it was so dumb. Really, I think I would have kept my results longer if I hadn't have been at the beach so much, because when I was at the beach I was wearing shorts and, you know, tops that show all of your skin, and so of course, you know, I tanned pretty quickly. And then I tried doing some, well, you guys can see my old videos, but I was doing chemical peels, but I wasn't taking anything internally, so I was just trying to use topicals to you know, get results. And honestly, the best and the quickest way to change is to take something internally. So it could be glutathione, it could be pycnogenol, it could be MSM, it could be a combination of the both, it could be something with broccoli extract, and then also have like a topical. But I'm just very surprised because I am on such a low dose of glutathione and I'm still seeing results. I wasn't sure if me experimenting with such a low dose like this, if I was gonna kind of plateau and basically just maintain my where I was at, because I didn't really even have results like 3 months ago. Like, you know, I was just still doing it, and the longer you take glutathione, the more it builds up in your blood. So yeah, I was just very surprised. My legs are definitely the darkest parts of my body, and I'll take a picture right now because this, I mean, it's a good camera, but it's not the same as if you were like to take a picture. But I'm just surprised that my skin is continuing to change. Now, of course, I have been on the mequinol and retinol lotion. I've been taking it for, on Monday will be 2 weeks. Throw in the results from that. but just also, I mean, definitely at this point, I think it's a combination of both with the mequinol and the retinol and the kojic acid. Like, usually it's like after a month you start to see results, and then even after that, people usually would use it for like 3 months to 6 months. But I'm sure that's also contributing to the changes that I'm seeing. So I'm just very, very excited. If you're starting out, obviously I don't recommend you start out just taking like 2,000 milligrams or 4,000 milligrams. Like, you should probably start out taking like 5,000 to 6,000 milligrams at least. And then if you can boost it up to like something like 9 or 12, then that's just great. It just depends on how much glutathione you have. But for me, I thought this was pretty good, because usually on YouTube, most people are taking much higher. And while I do think that other people definitely do get faster results, it is just still interesting to know that for those of you who may have like a limited supply of glutathione and you need to make it stretch, that you can still continue to lighten even more and not just maintain your results if you're taking such a low dose. Another change that I made that I want to say was probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago was that I did up my vitamin C intake. Right now I'm just taking ascorbic acid. I'm not doing liposomal, just to see. So far I'm really liking it, but I need more time on it. But I did up my dosage with the vitamin C. I'm no longer just taking under 2,000 milligrams. So I have noticed that I'm back to bruising easily for me. Like, we had some friends over and we're like picking each other up, and so you can see like their finger marks in my thighs where they were picking me up, and then there's another like around my arm where we were wrestling. And so just know that if you are doing stupid stuff like that, you're probably gonna get bruised. But it doesn't happen to everybody. Yeah, some people, when they megadose vitamin C, they bruise easily. So I'm currently editing this video. It's Monday, which means it's 2 weeks now that I've been on mequinol, and then this video will be uploaded tomorrow morning, so Tuesday morning. And so now that I've made it to the 2 weeks, I've been looking at other areas of my body. Like on my back, I have some more of those brown patches where there's like the lighter brown underneath. And at this point, I think I need to wait another 2 weeks to really see what happens. Like, that'll be the 1 month mark on the mequinol and retinol blend. And then I'll know for sure how much of this I can attribute to the mequinol and how much of this is glutathione. Because obviously, if within the next 2 weeks I start having like really rapid results, then I guess we could say, yeah, this is mostly because of the new lotion. So yeah, we'll just see. Because obviously, like, I know the rate at which things happen with glutathione, but I just don't know which one really is giving me all the results right now. So I'm trying to figure it out. I would still need months and months of the glutathione actually doing its job to give me that much lighter new skin underneath. Because it's like if you were to do a peel and the peel isn't necessarily actively lightening your skin, the peel is just revealing new skin underneath, like that new skin is only going to be so much lighter. Like, it's not going to be such a drastic result. So at least I'm able to finally get down to the new skin and you know, just get some of the old out of the way. But like I said, within the next 2 weeks, when I hit that 1 month mark on the mequinol and retinol, obviously if things continue to go pretty quickly and I start seeing more and more patches just out of nowhere, then I know that it's mostly because of the lotion finally letting me see the results of what the glutathione has been doing for these last 8-9 months.